Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today we have some very, very exciting news, and this was sort of data mine, and Wowhead did a little article about it, but Phase 6 and AQ could be coming way sooner than we believe, and Phase 5 could be another short phase similar to Phase 2 and being only 8 weeks long, and that has me super stoked because while Phase 5 has been awesome and the raids have been fun, if you're not raiding, there's literally nothing much for you to do, and people are definitely talking about that a lot. But before we begin the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I'm going to switch it over here to this little Wowhead article and sort of break it down for you. So patch 1.15.5 found on encrypted servers, Season of Discovery Phase 6. So with the release of Season of Discovery Phase 5 on September 26th, which is exactly 3 weeks ago from today, it gave us Blackwing Lair, ZG, and the Crystal Veil raid, which is good, but they have pushed this patch to their encrypted servers, which could indicate Phase 6 is in the works and very soon, at least the PTR. Following the trend of previous phases, we expect SOD Phase 6 will lead players into Silithus for the opening of the AQ gates, which of course will lead to the ruins of Anchorage and Anchorage Rage. But what other surprises will Phase 6 bring? So that is the big question we are asking. This is literally just a patch encrypted and updated, and while it doesn't really mean too much, there's nothing info that is actually there, it does give us hope that Phase 6 could be coming very, very soon, way sooner than most people believed. So as far as a little breakdown goes, I think that this strongly implies that we're going to see Phase 5 only be 8 weeks, which I think is perfect and should be the case. A lot of people are getting to the point where, you know, there's not much to do other than raid log right now inside. Like, it's all there is for people to do. And that 8-week mark puts the release date for AQ on November 21st, which is actually 3 days after my birthday. A little fun fact for you guys there. But that'd be pretty cool to see that happen. But December 5th is the date that I had predicted. I haven't made the video yet, but that is the 10-week cycle continuing with all the other phases and where it would be. So somewhere between November 21st and December 5th is my best guess at when we would see Phase 6 and AQ. And what I want from Phase 6 is new content, something new, something in the world to do. While AQ does bring that in the form of the Cenarian Circle reputation, doing your logistics and all those fun quests to get your epic items for melee DPS. I think it's Earthshaker or something. It's a really powerful trinket that they go after, and the caster DPS can get some nice rings and stuff. But what I would really love them to see is turn the 12-hour war from opening the gates of AQ into a reoccurring PvE event that's just all around the world. I would love to see that drop Cenarian Circle rep or the AQ raiding rep. I think it's Brood of Norsdamu or something. It's sort of with Bronze Dragons, and that is the rep you do with them. It's not in the game yet, so I can't give you the exact name, but by going around like little Silithus crystal spires, similar to the one you see on this screen here, they kind of appear around the world, and mobs from AQ, like giant pharaoh and Egyptian sort of looking guards, as well as bug mobs, spawn everywhere all around the world. And while it's only there during the war, it could be a reoccurring event that I think could be turned into a really fun PvE thing, engage people with the world, fly around, do those events, and have that as a PvE event. Now, as far as a PvP event goes here in Silithus, there is one where you run around and you grab like a crystal and then you bring it back to your base. However, and it does give you some honor. That's not really a cool, engaging PvP event. I think they could do something very similar to STV here. Everyone will be in Silithus already. I don't want them just to clone STV. Obviously, put a nice twist to it, add some cool things with it. and I think it'd be really cool, you know, crank up the honor, triple that honor like we see in Blackrock Mountain. There's just a lot of things that they could do because everyone will be in Silithus. It is the place to be. Horde players even start to move their Hearthstones to Silithus. I know I do, opposed to it being in Kaghoe, which pretty much is in Kaghoe from forever. But it is a really cool zone. It is a zone that gets massively expanded, and I think there is a lot of room for them to expand with PvP here and give the PvPers something fun to do instead of just constantly doing a PvE grind or camping people doing PvE. Now, with Phase 6, there are potentials for actual new runes. While our abilities and rotations and classes have kind of gotten out of control, we do have a few options for runes. The shoulder, the neck, and the trinket slots are still available, as well as weapon slots are available for a weapon rune, but I don't think weapon runes would go over very well because you can swap your weapons in combat, so that would lead to such a mess, and people would definitely use a ton of those weapon swapping things to make it work. And so I definitely think weapons should be the last resort for a rune slot for sure, but shoulders and neck runes I think could be added here in Phase 6. As far as the abilities go, I don't really know what they could give us. That's more on Blizzard's side, but there are countless abilities from 20 years of World of Warcraft that they can pull from. That can be pretty fun because all they've really done is taken a lot of runes and abilities and class functions from future expansions and put them in here, so there are always another like passive ability or something cool that they can add to your class and sort of build on your class fantasy. Now, something that has kind of been forgotten about and people aren't really talking is possible new 5-man content, specifically Karazhan Crypts. Kind of just as taken a back burner. People have really forgotten about that. It was hyped up when they launched SOD, and I think Phase 5 and AQ would be a really great place to give us that, just so we have something to do on the other side of the world. And with Karazhan Crypts, like, they can honestly just straight up take a lot of the Karazhans that we've had. We've had like 3 or 4 different versions of Karazhan. There is the crypts underneath it where it could be an actual dungeon, similar to what they did with Demonfall Canyon. I just think that it'd be really cool to see them do something with that since they hyped it up. It's there, and I think Phase 6 is the perfect time to put that in there because it will allow people to, you know, have extra content, dungeon, catch-up gear, whatever it has. It'd just be cool and exciting to go there and do something with Karazhan instead of it just being in the game and absolutely useless other than teleporting people there for a dish and, you know, doing your Dark Rider runes. I do think that if we get a Scarlet Citadel raid, that or anything with Scarlet Monastery type ordeal and the Scarlet Crusade, I think that is very well done with Naxxramas and sort of a purifying the Ashbringer quest. So I personally would want to see content like that pushed to Phase 7 and a Naxxramas type build. And obviously the most epic legendary thing I think they could absolutely do is allow us to purify the Ashbringer and bring that baby into Classic. It is coded into the game. There is an Ashbringer item. It's completely trash, but it is in the game, and it has a legendary thing. So it'd be really cool to see that quest come to fruition and let people have it. And if people are really worried about the story, you just say you guys messed around with it before Tyrion got a hold of it in Wrath of the Lich King. So, you know, there you go. But anyway, guys, I truly hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, anything like that, definitely drop it down below. I would love to hear what you guys expect for Phase 6, and if you think Phase 5 should be accelerated to that 8-week like we saw with Phase 2, or if you think we should stay here in Phase 5 for longer. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about that. But anyway, that's it for me, and I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey, you. Yes, you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.